Hello, I'm Georgina, and today I'm presenting my research titled An Investigation into Factors Contributing to Hedgehog Population Decline in England, Analysis of Wildlife Centre Admissions and Outcomes Following Treatment. The pre-breeding hedgehog population in England has dropped dramatically in recent decades, from an estimated population of over 1 million in 1995 down to only 500,000 in 2018. Hedgehog population in England is now classified as vulnerable by the IUCN. However, there's been very little published research into the reasons behind this decline. With hedgehogs being one of the most popular British mammals and abundant in human-populated areas, they are common patients in wildlife centres. Admission records are kept for every hedgehog presented, so creating a database of reasons why hedgehogs debilitate in England. From this database, plus wanting to research into the reasons behind decline, this project aimed to investigate reasons for admission of hedgehogs admitted to wildlife centres between 2010 and 2020 in England as a method of identifying potential reasons for population decline. However, having such a large number of hedgehogs in captivity every year does pose negative welfare implications, including increased stress and decreased ability to demonstrate natural behaviours. Therefore, this study also investigated the outcomes following treatment and their factors to provide a numeric value to inform clinicians on ethical clinical decision-making, so improving triage and reducing time in captivity. For this research, over 20,000 hedgehog records from a 10-year period from 18 different centres were collected and analysed. This study found that the most common reasons for admission included trauma and injury, shown on this graph in column 1, which included road accidents and trimming accidents, parasites or infection, shown in column 2, and it has been shown that food shortages increase host ingestion, so leading to parasitic infection. Poisons, shown in column 3, and actually one study found that rodenticides were detected in over 50% of sampled hedgehogs. Orphans, shown in column 4. Predation, shown in column 6, and in fact in my study we found that over 80% of the predators were actually pets, including cats and dogs. Trapped, shown in column 8, including in nets and drains, and humans disturbing normal behaviour. Although admission reasons are not proven to be the same that drive population decline, these are all human causes, demonstrating the harmful effects the human population is having on the hedgehog's population in England. Admission reasons are defined by the public finder, who brings the hedgehog to the wildlife centre, and so, to get a more detailed clinical breakdown, analysis of diagnoses should be conducted in the future. This all informed us why hedgehogs are admitted into wildlife centres, and does provide indicators to reasons why hedgehog population is declining. This research also found that only 50% of hedgehogs admitted released. As shown in the graph, approximately 30% died and only 10% were euthanised. 50% being released is positive, as many hedgehogs therefore are released, which is vital to maintain a balanced ecosystem. Also, to allow capture, hedgehogs will be significantly debilitated, and so this will increase the chance of them requiring euthanasia. And also, any euthanasia does prevent slow death in the wild, and so is beneficial. This study identified a higher death rate than euthanasia rate. If a hedgehog is so unwell that it has died without euthanasia, when in captivity this should be identified before death and either lead to treatment or euthanasia. Therefore, it should be logic that euthanasia rate should be higher than death rate. This highlights the need for future research into why death rate is high in wildlife centres and how to change this. My study also investigated the factors impacting the odds of a hedgehog being released. It was found that hoglets had higher odds of being released than adults and juveniles. Females had higher odds of being released than males. Hedgehogs admitted in summer had higher odds of being released than any admissions in any other season. And for adults, increased weight increased the odds of release. If a hedgehog was admitted for trauma or injury or infection and parasites, conversely, it had reduced odds of being released in any other category, which is really important for triage. These factors can inform triage protocols and clinical decision-making, as if odds of release are very low, then it should be considered whether it is ethical to attempt long or invasive treatment options. This study provides a good basis of understanding why hedgehogs are admitted to wildlife centres in England. The admission reasons summarised in the study highlight the detrimental impacts humans are having and can indicate potential reasons of population decline. This study also provides data about release, so providing a numerical value on which to base clinical decision making. Results allow missing gaps in conservation efforts to be filled. Overall, this project has identified admission reasons, indicator factors for hedgehog population decline, identified outcomes following treatment, and so have improved ease of triage of hedgehogs presented. This all provides a great springboard for future conservation efforts in protecting the English hedgehog population.